Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all doing fantastic. Just going to do a bit of an old figure review today. This is from 2002. Just a couple of things I bought the other day. Wave 3 has finally hit Australia, and so I picked up Woof. It's got 3 O's. I'm glad to finally find these. We've been waiting a long time. They didn't order them initially, and there was a bit of a mistake. So we got Wave 4 early, and finally getting Wave 3 in Australia now. So it's good to finally see them. And I got Akbar as well. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the Gamorrean guards, so unfortunately, yet I haven't found him. So hopefully, he pops up somewhere, and I'm able to track him down before anyone else does, because I know they're quite hard to get. So those are cool figures, but something I actually bought. Funny story. I actually had some money, and I went to a couple of local Kmart's because they had them on had all the Star Wars figure lines on sale for $12, down from $15.75. So I thought I'd have a look and see if they had any more of the Return of the Jedi figures. There wasn't anything around the place, and I couldn't really find anything. I was tempted to get a Shock Trooper from Saga Legends. I've already got one, but decided I'd go and look somewhere else. And there's actually a toy shop which I visit every now and then, and they got a heap of old figures, and they were having a sale too. They have a lot of old Power of the Force and the 2002 Saga, 2004 Saga stuff for about $12 each, and they had a special. It was 15% off, and actually been looking on eBay for this guy for last couple of weeks, but the prices are just ridiculous, and I didn't want to pay, and I was hoping just out of luck I'd pick one up cheap, but unfortunately I couldn't find one. But I was lucky enough, going through all the figures, and I snatched up this guy. This is Ephant Mon, or Ephant Mon, from Return of the Jedi. He's of course in Jabba's palace. He's barely visible unless you look for him. Obviously something of this size, you'd think he would stand out, but once again, one of Jabba's denizens that are just there. He's head of security at Jabba's palace, actually. So he's a pretty cool figure. He's a big chunk of plastic. This is not my tallest figure. My tallest figure is, can't think of his name. I'll actually show you that one day. But this is by far heavy. This is a really heavy, solid figure. I'm glad to finally get him. I wouldn't mind getting the Hermiodal as well, just to start getting some figures from Jabba's palace, even though I don't have a Jabba the Hutt. But one thing I want to show you first is the card. So we've all seen these cards before. It's a fan choice figure. You've all seen this packaging before. There's a couple other figures. They had all those ones there, but I want to get the Team Toe Pagalos, because I wouldn't mind building up my pod races now that their episode 1's going to be a high focus early next year, late this year I think. The funny thing is the bubble. It is huge. This is just a normal size bubble from Vintage Collection, just to show you the size difference. It is insane. It is, yeah, it's a big bubble. So I was surprised. I was looking through all the figures, and they had a few I wouldn't mind picking up, and I just happened to come across this guy. And the guy at the shop was actually surprised it lasted all day, because obviously he gets a few collectors coming in and picking through the figures, and I was lucky enough to find this guy at the right time, right place. Little accessories comes with. It comes with this little axe, knife, blade. Looks like the top end of a weakway guard, and his walking stick, which he holds onto that way. It's nice little details. Looks like it's made out of a log or bones or something. And there's an interesting little, oh well, you can see that there's a little symbol there. I'm not sure what that means, but I'll have to look into that. And the cool little feature is this actually plugs into there, and he's got himself like a little weapon, which is interesting. So I thought that was a pretty cool little addition. And it's also got a little peg on it. Yeah, just it clips onto pretty much where the strap is on his leg. You can probably only just make out the little hole there. Like I said, this is a huge figure, probably one of my favourite figures now. Now that I finally got him. Articulation's not all that great, but it was 2002, so you can't really complain about that. I'll just go through that. He's got swivel arms. He's got swivels at the wrists. He's got swivel legs. And opening and closing mouth. Hello. I don't know how he talks. He doesn't actually say anything, so you're really well detailed, and you can just see the amount of detail and paintwork that's gone into his face. Which, if I ran into him in the street, I'd be saying, "Hey, why the long face?" Sorry, that was a bad joke. Even the hair sort of streaking down his forehead, it's just so well sculpted. It's incredible the way they've done this. Oh, and his neck also turns, but they've even gone into detail on the chest there, all these ripples and man boobs and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And even on the back of his underside of his head, it's well sculpted and well molded, and it's just overall looks like a fantastic figure. And all his robe and gown or whatever it is, it's all nice creases and wrinkles and tears and stuff. It's all been sculpted in, and the colour is just, yeah, absolutely fantastic. And his tail, he's got a tail underneath. They've really gone to town. I can see why they didn't release too many of these, because it's a big chunk of plastic, and I can see it would have been quite expensive for them to do this, but the fans begged and begged and begged, so they did it. I don't know how badly they begged, but yeah, it's just excellent addition. I really want to track down the Hermione, which is the other big chunky figure from Jabba's palace. So this guy's pretty awesome. Just, yeah, really great, the detail in his face and all the grooves and stuff. I'm not sure how well this is going to show up on the video, but it's incredible. For 2002, it'd be cool to see them re-release this guy, but as it is, it would be great. But to put it on a vintage card or something, it'd be really hard to do. I don't think it could be done. But yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. I just wanted to show this figure. So I got this for $10. This is absolutely remarkable. Like $10.15 or something like that. Whereas I was bidding onto eBay, and they were getting up to $20 or $30 without shipping. So I didn't really want to pay that much, but so I'm glad I found it. It was just a bit of a lucky break, I think. So I hope you've enjoyed having a look at this guy. Of course, Ephant Mon, or Ephant Mon. I'll show you how you want to pronounce that. I've always called him Ephant, like elephant, and he does resemble an elephant. Elephant. So, like I said, I will leave it as is, because it's coming up over 9 minutes now. And I'll be back with another video soon. So, until then, guys, may the force be with you.